Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Late Night Drives featuring your favorite, Pierre. I am the one, the only, so buckle up, get prepared because your Uber driver is about to go crazy. And I'm not sponsored or have a job by Uber, I just like saying it because it's entertaining and fun. I could be your Lyft driver too if you want, I could be anything you need me to be, baby. Now, I did just say in the last video, I said you guys are I'll probably come back around to pick you up tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow, so I hope you're ready for me to talk to you a little bit more. Well, kind of about whatever. If anybody knows how this series works, we take the first course, the first area, the first race to try and figure out the topic of tonight's episode. I did talk about League of Legends to end the last episode, so I won't bother you guys with too much League of Legends talk today, but I just watched a video before I recorded the last Late Night Drives. By the way, I have 3 episodes of Late Night Drives uploading right now. Right now, uploading is Garfield Tuna Rice, something about life, and the episode about wetting the bed. So all 3 of those are being uploaded right now. They were all 3 recorded at completely different dates, but they're all being uploaded together. How's that work? Anyway, while I was uploading those and scheduling those before I recorded this episode and the last one, I watched a video on TikTok about League Season 2024, and they're going to be making a lot of changes, and I'm actually really excited. Usually I'm not too excited about changes, but for this one, I'm very much so looking forward to it. They're going to be changing the map. They're going to be adding a new wave for top lane and bot lane, and they're going to add the middle bush for some reason. I don't know, but I'm actually really excited to try it out. They have the new bug creature, the new rift, where it spawns in the first couple of minutes, and then it adds a permanent buff to towers. And I think you can control the Rift Herald now, and they're changing Nashor. I'm really excited for all these changes they're doing. And I'm looking so forward to Season 2024. And by the way, I'm also talking about it to say that I am out of bronze. I've been in silver 2 for over a month now. It took me 1 week to get from bronze 2, bronze 3, to a solid silver 1, silver 2. So I'm always in silver 1, silver 2 now. And it only took me 1 week. It took me 1 week to get from bronze 3, 0 LP, to silver 1, 50 LP. And then I took like 3 or 4 days break. You know, it only took me 4 days to get that far. I took 3 or 4 days of a break. Whenever I came back to play, I went immediately down to like silver 3, like 12 LP or something. It was awful. Most of my LP is increments of like 25, 50, 75. It's usually something around there. But yeah, I was very low. And now I'm consistently back to silver 2 and silver 1 because I started just playing Garen, and Garen really, he just wins. I played Mundo and Alawi instead of the weird picks that are squishy at top lane. I just started saying, hey, I'm just going to play top lane seriously, and I'm going to play like 3 characters that are good. And then Mundo started getting counterpicked all the time, so I played Garen, and now I don't get counterpicked unless it's Vayne top. And I still win. I was like 8-2 the other night. Anyway, sorry, this is not going to be a League episode. I just wanted to say I'm in silver 1 now. And hopefully I'll actually promote to gold soon. Anyway, I do love all of you, and I greatly appreciate all of you for being here and watching these videos. It means a lot to me, regardless of who you are. You could be my greatest friend or my worst enemy, and it'd be pretty impressive if you're my worst enemy, because I don't have any of those. I have people that do things I'm not a fan of, but I don't have anybody that I hate. People do things that I hate, but I don't hate people. You know, I'm just one of those kind of guys. I really am. You could take anybody, and they've done a plethora of things to me, and I still don't hate them. It's like, man, I really hate you did that thing, but you know, we're still homies, we're still friends. I want to turn the gain up so bad, but I feel like if I turn the gain up, I'm going to ruin it and mess something up. But it's like my decibels are so low. I'm in the negative 30s. I'm going to turn it up slightly. Okay, I'm going to turn it up very, very slightly. Hopefully it doesn't bother you or the recording, but at least it's like closer to the yellow. And now it's like negative 25 to 20 instead of negative 35, 40. It's not a big difference, but hopefully there is a slight one. And hopefully it's an improvement. I think I may have bumped the decibels when I was recording last video, or like moving around the stuff. I may have adjusted my soundboard and wasn't paying attention. That's alright, it happens. Now, green shell taxi, I love it. Now, I don't know, because I'm supposed to do... how it goes is I usually do a serious, a funny, a serious, a funny, a serious, a funny, a serious, a funny. And now I'm kind of like, oh, it's supposed to be a serious episode, but how do you really categorize the last one? Is that serious or is that funny? Should I upload these out of order? Oh no, but I already told you that I uploaded the other one first. So like, should I just cut that part out, or then I have to cut this part out too? But that won't happen. I've already made the decision that I just want to talk. And some nights I just really want you guys here. And so that's why I appreciate you guys watching, because sometimes I need someone to talk to. And that's you guys. Right now you're there for me to talk to, and I'm very appreciative of it. Because if none of you were there, I wouldn't be talking to anyone. I'd just be talking to myself, and that'd be a little weird, huh? So, thanks. Thanks for being there for me when I really need you. Because once I turn this off, once I turn this recording off and this recording session is over, I'm going to sit on my couch and open up some kind of an app to look at memes, or maybe watch YouTube and grab some kind of ice cream or a snack and drink some water. And I'm gonna feel lonely, and I'll watch videos to try and not to feel lonely. And I very much so hope that for somebody out there, I'll be here. I'll be there, you know? Pieru is here for you. Pieru is gonna help you. Pieru won't let you be alone because you don't want to be by yourself, and that's okay. Just sit down and chill and listen. And I'm sorry I brought that up and probably made you snap back to reality, but it's okay if you just want to turn me on and drown out the noise and play a video game or something. I hope that one day I have like 100 late night drives, and somebody would say, man, I really just need someone to talk to me, and I need someone to tell me stories about their life and different aspects of it. And then they can go, oh, I'll just click on this guy's videos. He has like 100 of these. They're supposed to be like podcast type of things. What are these? And then he clicks on them, and then he hears a story about me wetting the bed and talking about how I make my tuna rice. And that's what I love. That's what I want people to hear. And that makes me so happy thinking about that as a possibility. Because I think that if I just keep making these videos, one day that will be true. And I'm so happy to be that person. That is one of the only things I've ever wanted in life, is to be that person for somebody else, because so many people were that person for me. So thank you. I really am appreciative of it. Now, let's get back to some of the more fun stories. Alright. Have any of you ever... Do any of you have, like, maybe an older person in your life, a grandma, a grandpa, or maybe just a parent? Maybe you have older parents. Like, I say older. Whenever they start to hit, like, 50s, 60s, and they start to actually care about the weather, you know? Or maybe you have a 25-year-old dad who's, like, old at heart, and then he cares about the weather so much. Well, it's funny because sometimes I mess with older people because they care a lot about facts, right? And most of them, most of the ones I interact with, they're like, oh, this is what it is, and this is what that is. So like the gas prices were really expensive at one point. It was around $4 a gallon. And so I was talking to some people, and I said, out of nowhere, by the way, we were talking about life. They were talking about politics and all sorts of nonsense, as they always do. And then I just added to the conversation, you know, gas prices have been pretty cheap recently, so I've been pretty grateful for that. I've actually been able to afford getting to work, you know? And they all look at me and go, what are you talking about? This is the highest gas has ever been since I've been alive. And I go, No, man, what are you talking about? $4 a gallon is pretty cheap. I remember back when it was $5. And they go, gas has never been $5 a gallon. And I'm like, no, you're just tripping, dog. It's literally $5 a gallon like 2 years ago. Whenever I started driving, that's how much I had to pay. Sorry if my voice cracked. My throat is in a lot of pain. I do the same thing about the weather. Like today, I was talking to my grandpa, and he said something about the weather or being cold or whatnot. And I was like, yeah, it's been cold this entire year. So like, when we only got like a month or two of heat. And then every other month has just been freezing. Like, what the heck? It's been so cold this entire year, and only like 2 months out of it have been hot. Like, come on, it just started. Why is it already ending? And my grandpa's like, what do you mean? It's only been cold for like a month. It's been hot. What are you talking about? I was sweating last January. No, Grandpa, you're tripping. What? It's so fun. It's so funny. I love my grandpa, and it's gaslighting people who don't try and make a joke about being gaslit is awesome. Because they're never gonna believe you because you're saying something stupid. And I'm not trying to make it believable. I'm not gaslighting them in a way that like makes it believable. I'm gaslighting them in a way that makes them look at me so incredulously. It's like, are you even a real human being? Like, they actually, sometimes they double check the weather and they double check whatever so they could show me proof of how right they are because they know they're right. But since it's just a one-on-one or a two-on-one conversation, it's like they're isolated, right? So it's truly gaslighting them, but they never believe me because old people are always so stubborn, right? So you take someone who's extremely stubborn and you can't gaslight them because whatever they know is 100% fact and you can't change it. And you refuse to accept what they're saying as fact. And you're like, nah, dog, you're tripping. It never happened. And they could show you literal video proof that there was snow on the ground, and you'll go, yeah, but it was still 103 outside. You don't have a picture of the thermometer, do you? So what if there's snow on the ground? You can still see the sun in the video. It was 103 out that day. I remember that day. It was weird because it was 103 and snowed. It's so fun. It's so fun. But it's only fun if, like, they're functioning, you know? If they have some kind of dementia or like real life actual issues or problems or like a failing memory, obviously that's not funny. That's kind of sick. But to each their own. I have my own personal opinions. But yeah, pranking like stubborn people. I shouldn't have said old people. I should have just said stubborn people. Pranking stubborn people who know that what they're saying is right and true, and they know 100% what they're saying is fact, and they will never switch up. But just completely believing in a random BS lie that you made up, it's beautiful. It's awesome. I'm gonna post this, but it's not funny against the younger people who are less stubborn that way, because what you do is you talk to them, and you're like, oh yeah, dude, it was totally hot outside. They'll either be like, oh yeah, and they'll just believe you. They'll just agree because they aren't paying attention or don't care or don't remember. Or they'll do something like, what? You're so gaslighting me right now. And it's not funny because they admitted and opened the fact that you're trying to gaslight them, which makes it immediately not funny. Or they'll say something like they'll agree with you even though they know you're wrong, which is also not funny. It's only funny if they're agreeing with you to prank someone else, right? Like if there's a third person, and if there's 3 people, you know, you and 2 other people, and one of the 2 people agrees with you and the other person doesn't, it makes it so much funnier. It really does. It's like you have a teammate, but since it was non-rehearsed and they just picked up on it and went with you, it makes your prank doubly more malicious And I think that there's a beautiful symmetry in having other people follow up on the jokes without being told. It's absolutely wonderful. So I'm not telling you to go prank someone, but I am telling you to enjoy your life. You get what I'm saying? Capiche? Capuche? Capiche, capuche? Don't be a douche. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm picking up and putting down. Have any of you had something like really embarrassing happen to you in your life? Yes. Well, that's cool. Not me though. I'm not like that. I'm kind of just perfect all around. I don't really make mistakes like that. So, yeah. Glad I'm not like you. I kind of appreciate being myself. So anyway, let's continue on another episode of Late Night Drives and act like that one didn't happen. Hoo-wee. I'm not running out of stuff to talk about. I'm just running out of ways to speak because my throat is in a lot of pain. And I turned the gain up hoping I could talk a little quieter, and in the end it ended up talking a little bit louder. But you know what? Screw it. Whatever. This is Late Night Drives, and we do what we want when we want because we feel like we want to, baby. That's how we go. That's how we do. That's how we live. That's how we move. It's how we grow and develop, how we grow and develop, yeah. To all my fellas. Oh no, battery saver is on. What do you mean battery saver is on? My computer wasn't plugged in, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My computer wasn't plugged in. Whatever quality ended up coming out of that recording so far, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. My computer is like 5 times as bright now. Battery saver turned on. Who knows what the graphics for this video look like? Oh my goodness. And the audio might be terrible because whenever the battery plug-in happens, it like everything just shuts down because I have like a gaming PC that doesn't function unless it's plugged in. Oh my goodness. Like I could be playing a video game, you unplug me, I go from 222 FPS to 3 because you unplugged my laptop. Whew, so you see what I'm saying? Whatever happened in this recording is whatever's gonna happen. I'm not deleting it, it's meant to be. I love you guys. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm always gonna say it. I really like Mushroom Gorge. Whenever I was a kid, I used to play on Mushroom Gorge with like my friends and family, and it was always my favorite course. I would always be like, oh, you don't want to take me to the mushroom one. Because I think the mushroom one also had Moo Moo Meadows in it. I think. I'm talking about Mario Kart for the Wii. I'm pretty sure it had Moo Moo Meadows and it had the mushroom one. I was a beast, dude. I was a freaking monster. And you take me to, what was it, Koopa Cave or something? And the tycoon thing, the weird one, I don't know. But I would rock all these maps. Oh, the Wiggler Maple Treeway. Oh, I was a monster. I was an absolute fiend on that map, dude. Ain't no one finding me there. And I don't understand how to express it, but I associate the map on Wiggler from the Wii. I associate that with a different one where you go into a tunnel and you go on a water slide type of thing and you hit a bunch of boosts, but it's not the Koopa one in like the water tunnel. It's like a dark shadow colored tunnel with like leaves everywhere, and it's not Koopa's whatever. It's not. It's another one like Maple Tree Wedge. Don't remember the name. And I associate those two tracks with Monopoly. And I don't know how to say that, but like whenever I think about Wiggler's tree maple thing, somehow Monopoly always pops into my head. Have y'all ever played the credit card Monopoly? I played that with my dad years ago whenever it came out, and I had fun. I had so much fun doing that, and that's not a joke. It was crazy. I mean, that's it. I just wanted to ask about that. Oh no, I'm gonna fall off. Oh, I have gotten so much better at commentary from whenever I started making YouTube videos. Somehow I've gotten so much better, and I've gotten so much worse, right? levels of care and my mentality have completely changed. My views on the product I'm trying to create has completely changed based off of the old me, right? Like, if you go back and watch my Mario Origami King Let's Play, or if you watch my Green Knight Castle Crashers Let's Play, you're gonna see a whole different person than you're seeing tonight on this late night drives. I mean, shoot, I've been trying to do YouTube videos since I was a little kid. I remember logging on to, I think it was The Hive. Anyone remember The Hive, the Minecraft server? Hypixel, what was it, Mineplex, I think? The one with all the gems? Yeah. I used to log on to those, and I used to play the little games and like try and upload them. You know, they had like all the mini games in the servers. I don't remember what they were called, like the mob fights, the dragon runs, but my computer couldn't handle the dragon runs because like it graphically was just too much for my computer and I would lag and die. So many things would happen and I would play so many games. Like the one where you have a hoe for a sniper and I think it was like a shovel for a machine gun or something like that. So it was something like that. Like a golden hoe, I think, was the sniper. I don't know. And I recorded so many videos like that and had so much fun. But I was such a different person 8 years ago. And I love being able to see that on my channel. And I love being able to actually look back and see the growth of it. And just like how I was able to see the growth of my channel, you're going to be able to see the growth in the future for whatever happens in my life. And sadly, the only way you can do that is if this video ends. And that's going to be it for this late night drives. We're at our last stop. I picked you up from your house and I brought you back to your house because we went to Sonic and got a little drink along the way. I hope any of you, you don't have to worry about bringing your money. I paid for it and I got you. So I want everybody to take care. Click on that like button if you want to leave me a tip or something. I'd greatly appreciate it because it does cost money to drive you around. It takes time and effort and money. It costs a lot of gas. And I'm so happy because gas is only like $2.48 right now, so it makes my life a lot easier because anything underneath $3 is affordable. $3 and over, I go negative in my bank account. So I want to say I love all you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I greatly appreciate you. And honestly, I don't know the next time I'm going to be around to pick you up. Maybe I'm feeling passionate tomorrow. Maybe I'm feeling passionate next month. So you guys, I'll see you when I see you. And do what you do best. And don't let anybody stop you. Take care of yourself.